Hello, hello. This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. One land, one keep. Full-time dad, part-time Magic player. Trying out a Werewolf Tribal deck that one of my viewers submitted to me. The author of the Bird Tribal and Sliver Tribal sent me the Werewolf. And what's interesting is Werewolf Tribal was the Eldrazi. That could be good. We could use a land. Werewolf Tribal was the second deck I tried when I started playing MTGO. Yes, we would like to do that. And it was like a budget build. Um, okay, so here comes a reality. No, this is a 3 mana. Here comes a kicker to get rid of our Sylvan Anthem. Boo and hiss. We wanted that. Whenever this. We have one of our own of that. That's why I did it. I think we just want to keep this on 2 for now. Because it allows us to do double spells, and we need more lands anyway. So we don't want to go up to 3 and then not be able to cast our 2 drops. So we can attack and get the Undying trigger. Whenever this creature attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 greater, this combat draw a card. So 1, 3 is 4. That is not 6 or greater. I'm just swing in with both. If they want to block, we get it back. We do need red, don't we? Alright. Now, what does this thing do? Opponent with the slow Eldrazi starter, looks like. And now it's daytime, so things are gonna flip. If there's any, this thing will flip. This time we'll say yes. Well, we got quite a bit of damage coming through. See if they have a dismember or something. Or what their combo. They have to have something, right? You don't just pass the turn on in here. Whatever it is, it's coming our way now. Kozilek's command. When it's a werewolf. And we found a Sylvan Anthem. That's sweet. Well, you know they have ways to blow this up with this guy. Alright, this is what we got. Can we close it out before they find an Ugin, which is what they're... Looks like they're going for something big here, per usual, with the Kozilek's command. Tapping fast. Alright. And is there a combo here? I don't think so. Not yet. I mean, I can make this really big. They can play hasty thing, I suppose. Yep, that guy. Gonna give that haste. Attack for 9. Does it have trample? Ignoble Hierarch on the top. Scry 1 for each card. Oh, nice. We'll put that on the bottom. Yes, that's a really good card. That is a really good card for us. And we can flash it down. Alright, so we'll go to combat. This is a 3/3. Draw that land. They're going to have to do some blocking, right? Will they die? Yes, I would like to use it. I tell you what, man. The way Aetherval works online is just terrible. I mean, I'm sure it's for a good reason and all, but scry 1. We will always yield. Yep. Put on the bottom. Another Aether Vial, not what we wanted. Looks like they're going... Yep, we get to draw some cards. They go to 1. Another Tovalar, also not what we wanted. Not sure we can play that without shoveling it away, though. Okay, I mean, feels like we're just going off over here. That's a nice board on turn 6, of course. It's always nice when a deck you haven't played before comes together this well. So if they wipe the board, we'll be very sad and probably be dead. But hey, look at that board state we just made on turn, whatever turn this was, 6. That was a lot. And that was pretty sweet. Yeah, Thought Not Seer can have our Tovalar. Crazy, man. That was a really fun turn. Yeah, thing's gonna get a haste. Haste it up. Just has trample. Yep. Alright, opponent, you're very friendly. Medic 8923. Good game to you. Now, Blood Moons. Seem pretty good. I mean, we can try it, but dismember a couple torpor herbs or torpor orbs will, I think, stop their hasty guy. I know they're gonna play something, but we're endurance. I guess we can take out. Man, we really got to see Eladamri go off, and I'm a fan of having 4 Tovalars, which this would be the obvious cut, and I think we can see the power of this card though. Maybe we just trim. That's what I normally like to do. All right, can we Blood Moon them out of the game? Well, turn one, Mana Dork, Torpor Orb to stop some of their. We have this to answer an artifact, perhaps. I guess we'll keep it. It's not the fastest start. I mean, we have the ramp, which is great. Um, we have a bit of removal. We have a Lord. We have one sideboard hate piece, which is not really that great against them. It only really, I guess it hoses Thought Not Seer and it hoses their hasty dude. So I mean, maybe it's better than I thought. This is a cast trigger, I believe. We'll just try to go with the fast start. It's kind of 6-1, half dozen of another because we can get the Lord out on turn 2 or we can get an Ignoble Hierarch out on turn 2. Looks like they're going to return the. Oh, no Drifter. Okay. Torpor Orb or Hierarch? I'm kind of scared of the reality. I'm a little bit scared of what's it called? Thought Not Seer coming down next turn. The Flayer, is that the guy's name? Something Flayer also could be problematic. And if we draw another one of our mini 2-drops or 1-drops, we can kind of do two things in a turn. Glaring Fleshbreaker. Okay, that's a combo piece, but I don't think they're in the business of winning via combo. Alright, well, we don't want that to stick around. Probably should have not done that yet. Alright, I mean, we're off to the races a little bit here. Don't have the biggest follow-ups, but Immerwolf is sweet. Yeah, I mean, this is main deck, so it's nice to have a little bit of hate main deck against artifacts and enchantments. We have the Beseju. We're shutting down some of what they are up to doing. And this would have stopped the Fleshraker. That's not the one I was thinking of. What's the other one? Okay, opponent, thank you for the compliment. Yeah, I'm not necessarily a budget player, but alright, what do we want to do? We have this land. We're going to run that out. Now they're going to bounce it, I think. With that flash dude, although, yeah, that's a cast trigger. I don't know, Kozilek's Command. Kill that. Okay, what horror comes our way from our big mana Eldrazi player? Probably nothing good. I assume it's going to be like a big Ugin or... Ooh, Sire 7 Deaths. That's brutal. I don't think we have many ways of beating a Sire 7 Deaths. Not when we're drawing lands. So we can currently... In the lifelink, man. Well, we're just going to have to hope that our opponent doesn't have another Kozilek's Command. Okay, so gonna get rid of that thing. I mean, there's nothing we can target, right? I mean, we're under a ton of pressure now. I mean, if we draw a land, we can play this guy and flip it. We have to pay 7 life. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, well, we have the... Actually, we have the Ignoble Hierarch that we can use to flip it. Still hope. Still holding out hope that our opponent has nothing in their 4-card, 5-card hand to interact with us or put more pressure on us. That it's just all lands, which seems pretty likely. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's not even that. So that's the line breaker. That's the guy I thought we shut down, but we actually don't. So I think we're just dead. So it's going to get so much. It already has trample. 13-7. So that's 6 plus 8 is 5. Alright. Got kind of our teeth kicked in, unsurprisingly, against the big mana fast deck. Anything we want to do differently? Probably not. But maybe we'll have a faster start this time. Oh, the Aether Vial Commercial District, the Blood Moon, man. I think it's going to be too slow with what we have unless we go runner land. And that's not... This can we find? And we need 2 lands. I think we gotta try to ship it. And the Blood Moon doesn't even leave. Alright, this is much better. Much, much better. Put a card on the bottom. We want all of these cards, I think. We could get rid of this, perhaps. But then we're left really relying on this not to die. It might be the wrong play. Well, we're going to hose ourselves a little bit with this. Not going to be able to get a commercial district, but hopefully this will slow them down enough. Now we just need to find some action. We put our one creature to the bottom, and now we need to find some. We would love to find like a Tovolar or Eladamri. Ideally not another land in our 18 land deck. Brutal. So we found 2 lands off the top in our first 2 draw steps, so we're due for some action. And we're hoping it's not an Aether Vial or a Young Wolf. Alright, well, I mean, our opponent, no longer has wastes, at least, so that might slow them down considerably, even though they're not the biggest mana deck for... Like, they're playing the Eldrazi Aggro, so they're not necessarily looking to hit 8, 9 mana. Oh my god! Ah, I'm so frustrated. 3 lands in a row. It's 18 lands. Guess I should have kept the wolf. Brutal. Yeah, I mean that's all it takes, right? I mean, without pressure, Blood Moon is only so good. And now our window of like anything is kind of shut. Well, it is a creature, which we should have used Aether Vial for, and then not worried about it, but I don't even know if I want to... Here come the beats. And they have their colorless now, so they can do color. Everything's online for them right now. At this point, let's just preserve our life total. Maybe we'll get lucky and hit like an Eladamri, and then start stringing together some creatures like we did last time. I think we will say yes. Of course, now we're finding some action. Alright, well, this is kind of what we didn't want to see. Our opponent not just going big, but going wide. Getting out from under the Blood Moon easily with these Eldrazi spawn tokens, should they even want to crack them. And we're having 2 lands in hand. But unsurprising. I mean, we really can't compete against the top decks when we flood out. And that's what I was telling our opponent. Like, when you're playing jank and then you end up flooding or getting mana screwed, it's like double behind the 8 ball, right? We're already fighting the uphill battle with the jank against top tier decks, but then you end up getting the variance that comes with Magic, and you're like, if we hadn't drawn 3 lands, if we had kept that wolf, it wouldn't have made too much of a difference. We would have gotten a little bit of damage in. So now we are probably dead because they can just swing in with everybody. Looks like they're going to do another Kozilek's command, perhaps, to get rid of one of our blockers. Oh, no, that one. Sure. And now I think we're definitely dead. So they can go big. And even more. We'll just F6. Alright, Medic 8923. Fun playing with you. We got game 1. We'll always have what game 1, right? Peace out. Thanks for watching. For CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles in another land. I'll catch y'all on the next one.